Charles Darwin once said, "The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man." This is important when it comes to considering who takes care of our pets, as well as who takes care of the wildlife around us. Being a veterinarian is not the easiest job on the market because veterinarians have a wide spectrum of duties to do on a wide spectrum of species. These duties include doing surgery, giving medicine, doing checkups, caring for rescue animals, diagnosing animals, as well as giving treatment for multiple types of diseases on multiple types of species. Not only this, but veterinarians also have a very wide spectrum of jobs to choose from when it comes to designing their personal career path. These can include being a mixed practice veterinarian, who is someone that not only works with domestic animals such as cats and dogs, but also stranger animals such as lizards and birds, as well as working with livestock and other wildlife. Or being an equine veterinarian, who is someone that works specifically with horses. Being a veterinarian anesthesiologist, who is someone that offers anesthesia to an animal that is about to go down for surgery. A zoo veterinarian, who is someone that not only works with endangered species and preserving them, but as well as animals that we don't see in our everyday life, such as elephants and lions, as well as many, many more that they can choose from. Not only this, but it also takes a lot of dedication to become a vet, especially when it comes to their education. Not only do you have to go to vet school, but you also have to take a bachelor's degree in pre-veterinary schools whenever it comes to college. When you go to a college, you have to consider what you want to be whenever you have to go into being a veterinarian. Oftentimes in college, you will do an apprenticeship or an internship while getting your prerequisite courses for going into veterinary school. After you've already gotten your bachelor's in pre-veterinary science and a major in biology, you also have to consider where you want to go to school for veterinary school. Because oftentimes in states like South Carolina, you may struggle to find one because in South Carolina specifically, there are no veterinary schools and you might have to travel to another state and have out-of-state tuition. Not only this, but veterinary schools can also be an extreme challenge to get into. So there's a lot to consider whenever it comes to dedicating this much of your life to your career. But it's all worth it whenever you have to think about what happens whenever you take care of somebody's animal. People oftentimes resort to vets as last resorts whenever it comes to their animal's life. They depend on you, and they oftentimes get a strong bond with the person that takes care of their animals. Not only this, but it can be a really hard job whenever it comes to delivering bad news, such as losing an animal on the operating table. But you make an impact strongly on people that you work with and work for. It's all worth it at the end of the day whenever you care for an animal that has made such an impact on somebody else's life. Not only that, but you're potentially giving an animal a really long and worthwhile life that they wouldn't have without you. And going to sleep every single day is easy whenever it comes to you thinking of all the help that you're doing for the world. Being a veterinarian is not easy, but it's definitely one of the biggest payoffs whenever you get to send an animal back home safe to its family, as well as healthier than it was when you came in. You have an impact on an animal and the people that you serve, as well as the community around you. And sometimes, if you are a veterinarian in a small town, you could potentially save hundreds of lives, and people depend on you strongly whenever you are in a small community and you become bonded with everyone. Being an animal veterinarian is definitely not one of the easiest jobs that you could ever pursue, but at the end of the day, it's worth it to see your clients go home with a smile on their face and knowing that you contributed in a good way to the world around you, as well as the environment that you work for.